Hello and welcome to game number 5 of the best of 7 series. We're looking at the Epex Hunter side versus the Source TV Monster, who's going to be going for the slaughter on this one. As he's got to force his way through, but of course, right now, with the score being tied 2-2, I do have with me Admiral Nakamov, who's going to be casting with me today. So,
yep.
Admiral, how about you recap what happened in the previous 4 games for us right now?
Hunters won, Monster lost. It was really sad for everyone involved. That's really all there was to it.
Everyone's crying, tears of pain and suffering as the Krakens are released to their own demise.
Yeah, not good for the Krakens. Maybe they want to try a different monster. Maybe it's time to bust out the Goliath or the Behemoth.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see what they pick, but it does look like we are going to be going with the same picks as last game, though, so they're trying to keep things standard. As right now, I just want to make sure the scoreboard's ready. The scoreboard's all set, good to go. As we push in, and we do see that it is going to be a Hank Kyra versus, Hank Kyra, Abe, and Hyde. Wow, I screwed up all the names. There's 2 Hanks on this team, apparently. But we're going to be going against the Kraken. Crack-a-lackin'.
So Epex definitely committed to the meta here.
Yep, and it's worked for them, so you can't really say anything, and it is the best that Source has to offer, so again, it makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they killed your best, you gotta just do it again and hopefully do it better, so we'll have to see what he does. And with the change of map, that does give us a little bit more variety, because I believe we are on MedLab, if I recall correctly. Yes, we are on MedLab. So this is a different map for him, so it won't be as easy to traverse as Orbital Drill is for the Hunters. So we'll have to see how they do, and how they play this map a little bit differently.
Oh yeah, so do you think mobility is going to be the key here?
I don't think just mobility is a key point. I think it's coming down to how you use the terrain. If you look at the map, you can see there's basically this circle of area where you can cut the Hunter team in half. And that's where you have to gain your distance. You have to use that to your advantage in order to get them to split up and then punish. You have to treat it like you're playing Wraith, or maybe try something a little different playstyle-wise, as opposed to just going into the Aftershock Kraken build. Right? So who knows? Maybe he does change it up and, you know, gets out of the Aftershock. We'll have to see what he does. Although the monsters are very particular. They got to stay inside their comfort zone, otherwise they're in a good amount of hurt. Because monster, you make one mistake, you're screwed. Right?
Oh yeah.
So there's a high degree of punish for every little mistake the monster makes, as opposed to the Hunter team where you have one mistake, yeah, but you have 3 people to help compensate for your mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monsters, as soon as you go outside your comfort zone, you're in for a little bit of a problem. You see, actually, right now, Hank is kind of camp in the middle. Doesn't really venture inwards much, which is actually a different change. We see a 3-1 split as opposed to the standard 2-2.
Yeah, and it seems to be working for them. They've got nice flush from Hank there, but you have to wonder, does the Kraken decide to play a little bit aggressive on the other 3 just so that they can't get that shield off? Because that's been key in all of these engagements.
But there's enough time for him to get into position, and the medic can keep them up until then, so who knows? Let's see exactly how they play. Oh, we see the Evolve coming out. Does he can finish it, or does he stop it? Yeah, he stops it right at the last second. He smelled the assault, pulled the assault in, so that's what he's doing there. I was wondering why he kept doing that. But what he's doing is he's showing the Evolve and making the noise so that they go in on him, and it pulls them in to force them to engage. If the Hunter team was a little bit more disciplined, they'd wait back a little bit further in order to make sure that, you know, he committed to the Evolve before committing themselves.
So his goal with the juked Evolves is not so much to play mind games, but to get the Hunters to burn their traversals and leave him
slow them down so he can gain distance.
Yeah, and I think this is a point where he actually does want to evolve.
Yep, does look like it. Although they're right on top of him, he might cancel it. Yep, he canceled it. He smelled the assault, and he knows that they were right on top of him. You see more and more Banshee Mines coming in. He's going to be going on the assault. He's going to be trying to see what he does, and we're going to see how Source reacts to this. As he's going after the support now, as he's trying to get as much as he can. The support actually has to burn his cloak, surviving with barely any HP. Assault monster going in for the swipes and doesn't quite get the finish off it. Going to be looking for more and more, just getting a little bit of damage in. Vortex comes in and going to be pushing them back a little bit. See more and more Banshee Mines being tossed, is trying to keep him off the pursuit. They're unable to get too much distance from him because they're just right on his tail.
Yeah, managing to get out. No dome on that one. Probably the right decision, considering.
Yep. Well, they held off on it because, remember, the dome is giving them all the power they want. It gives them control over whether or not he actually evolves or not. If he committed to, like, if they threw the dome earlier, which would have allowed him to commit to either of those evolves without really getting punished, he would have lost a little bit of health, but he wouldn't have lost anywhere near as much as if he was in the dome. Which right now we do actually see the committed to the evolve. So we see a Banshee Mine there receive the, oh man, look how tight that is. That is like a toiga. As he's doing what he can to just try and get what he wants out of it. You see the Toxic Grenade was tossed to get a little bit of burn. 3-point Aftershock. You see the 1-point Banshee Mine, the standard build from our Source TV Kraken. See, Kraken Knight is actually getting hit by the Vortex. We see more and more damage going on in Wardham. Trying to focus him down. Down goes the Trapper. Ooh. He can leave. He can be gone right now if he wants to, and he knows what's going on. He's actually going to be committing to it. He knows that they're all down, and right now Wardham's in trouble getting another swipe. You see Vortex coming in, connecting on 2 of them. Bugsy getting dropped down to about half HP, going to be getting more and more Banshee Mines, auto attacks going in, connecting on Bugsy, dropping him down just a little bit further, scaring the crud right out of each of those hunters. Going to be pushing them back and dealing a little bit more damage as they are on the pursuit, but unable to do much else.
Looking really good for Source now, getting that Trapper down so quickly. That strike is a big deal.
Yep, because it means all domes have lost enforcement.
Yep.
Because now, with every strike on the Trapper, the harder it is for them to enforce domes. And what I mean by dome enforcement is their ability to keep the Trapper alive. If he actually focuses down the Trapper, he gets out of the dome early, as you just saw. So what they can do is they can actually just get 2 strikes on the Trapper, then there's no dome enforcement. Domes don't matter anymore. It completely negates one Hunter unit. So yeah, that's a key thing.
And that's been the key to the Hunter victory so far, is getting that dome. So if they can get rid of the dome enforcing, then maybe that's a win for the monster, finally.
No, we'll have to see how he does. If he gets this win, that puts his team into a great spot for game number 5. Sorry, game number 6.
Yeah,
as we see right now, we see more and more Aftershocks connecting, trying to deal damage. Banshee Mine's being tossed, and right now Bugsy's at about half HP. We see right now the shields are on effect, going from Nightmare, going right on Bugsy, doing what he can. Orbital goes in to try and get him off Bugsy, however, unable to do much. Orbital Barrage connects on a couple swipes. Down goes Bugsy onto the low ground, going to be trying to hide from the Kraken. You cannot hide from this Kraken. He's going to be right on your tail. Swipes come in. 1 HP on the Bugsy. Going for the stealth bounce, doesn't quite get it. Going in for the Aftershock, doesn't connect. Looks like it's going to. Shield comes in, but it's not enough. And down goes Bugsy. Bugsy's down. Support is down. Going for the revive from Wardoom, and Wardoom is able to get up Bugsy, keeping him alive and making sure that they're able to keep the medic alive and well. So they're able to just now protect the Kraken Knight, aka Nightmare. As right now Aftershock going in for a connect. Doesn't connect. Yes, it does. Bugsy's going to be looking at a second strike if this keeps up. It looks like a very low Bugsy at this point. Oh man, the shot against the wall, going to be trying to drive him in. Second strike on the Trapper. Second strike on the Bugsy. Going in for the assault right now is going for the revive. Wardoom did get picked up though. The Source needs to leave and count his blessings because he got what he needed. However, he's going to be in for a world of hurt if he stays against that assault because Wardoom is up as they are right now getting the revive on Hank, and that was a large amount of strikes there.
Excellent play from Wardoom again, just knowing when he can go in there and get those revives. That's really been the key the last game that they won, just because Wardoom managed to get a revive in a bad situation. That was game number 1 actually. But Source, I think that would be about an even trade. Maybe a bit advantageous for Source.
Well, it means that right now he can't evolve. Because if he evolves in a spot where they can find him and deal damage, they're going to be able to do enough to possibly kill him during that evolved time frame. And he won't have any armor. He's better off holding on to full armor and engaging at this point. Because he has 2 strikes on the Trapper, 2 stripes on the Medic. Those are 2 easy downs, and there's no reviving those. They're gone. They're out.
Oh, yeah. And
they go straight up in the dropship.
Support low too.
I believe it's do not pass go, do not collect $200, go directly to dropship. I believe that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it goes.
So, as much as there may have been a bit of a lane tax there when they were trying to push it in, but they weren't quite able to finish it off, which means Source is able to get full armor. Kildrith is the only one right now without any strikes, and he's on the assault, which you don't really focus him anyway.
Yep, and whoa, there's
a stealth bounce coming in. Going to be able to go in for the finish, and nope, shields come in from both the assault and Hank. They're saying, no, you're not getting a pick off that easy after all the work we've done. And he's trying to do as much as he can, just getting all that damage in and just trying to see where it will work.
Kind of unfortunate there. I think if he'd gotten anyone else, he would have gotten that strike on them, second strike.
Oh, if he got anyone else, they were done. Finished.
Yep.
If he got the medic, he would have been down, out, and he would have been airborne before the shields came in. If he got the Trapper, same thing. If he got the support, then maybe it would have been a little bit close, but he would have been able to shoot him off with 1 HP, then shoot 1 auto attack or Vortex at him, and he would have been dead. So it came down to the shield from both the Assault and the support that was able to keep him alive.
Yeah, so juking those evolves again, just trying to get them to burn those traversals so we can get a little bit more room.
Yep.
Stasis grenades coming out though.
It's a very nice play by him.
He's got
Kildrith picked off. Bugsy's got to turn. Bugsy's got to turn and heal Kildrith, otherwise that's going to be a lot of pain. I see Wardoom is a little bit overextended. Oh no. Alright, there you go. Nightmare is right in position to make sure he protects his buddy. Although he's got almost no shield now, as the Kraken's got to push his way towards the western side of the map, and they're going to be on hot pursuit. As we look at the Kraken's return fire, going to Banshee Mines, going back at the Trapper and at the entire Hunter team, as they're trying to be on pursuit.
Yeah, they're close, just 90 meters.
Yeah, they're right on his tail. We're at 139, 141. That's, oh, there's the Accelerate. With the Accelerate on, you actually need about 163 meters for a safe evolve.
Yeah, so that Accelerate really paying for itself in a situation like this.
Barely kept them within evolve distance, so he does go for it, which means that he's going to be able to get a little bit. He's actually probably going to finish before they get on him. Oh no, he's in. He's in.
Oh yeah, he's in a dome. That's not good. That's bad.
That's super bad. He's going to commit 3-point Banshee Mines, 3-point Vortex, 3-point Aftershock, so he's going to go for the finish at this point. He's going to go for the Aftershock, doesn't connect. Yes, it does. Down goes the Trapper. Trapper's gone. He needs to run. Run for the hills, my friend. Run for the hills. Get us a monster win in the finals of the ESL Go4Evolve Tournament. As we push our way back.
Really, really clever play from Source there. He realizes that with 2 strikes on the Trapper, even if they dome him, he can get right out, and then he'll have 2 minutes to get armor and become that unstoppable killing machine that the level 3 monster is.
And now he actually has health, so if he gets armor on top of this, he's going to be in a very good spot for a stage 3 fight. He just has to get his full armor meter up, and he's ready to go on him. He's got a good amount of strikes. It's going to be a tough thing for Epex to pull this forward.
Definitely.
The Epex Nation is going to be a very sad place after this stage 3 fight if he's able to get full armor, unless they're able to pull this off.
And he's almost full, so maybe he just turns around and fights now with a full minute.
I'd rather go in with the full thing armor, because right now every little bit of armor helps. Yeah, and he's going in, now he is full. So he's got a minute left, which even if they come out of the dropship, that's a 2-strike Trapper that's coming out of the dropship, and whoever he kills, which will probably be the medic. Right, so he has 50 seconds to kill 2 of them. The other 2 are probably going to take about another 20 to 30 seconds, I'd have to bet. Oh, and yeah, is he going to force them out of there? No. He's going to just go in at him. He's going to turn his back, and that was so perfect. And he's going in for the Aftershock on the Nightmare. Nightmare does get Aftershock. He does get forced on the low ground. Oh, no, the Orbital Barrage comes in, and he does take the shot, forcing him out of it. That was a perfect Orbital Barrage for the peel. Bugsy going in for the heal. Vortex coming in. Does actually connect. Krakenite's in a lot of trouble. Nightmare, you need to run for the hills. Going for the Aftershock. Dive Bomb doesn't connect. Yes, no, it doesn't. I guess. No idea what happened there, but it did not connect. Wasn't within range, so we see him going after the chase on Krakenite. Does get the heal off, though, so we see him pushing him. As we're probably going to see him run soon, trying to get topped off. We see another... Oh, no, he's so low! He's at 1 HP! 1 HP! Getting healed up! Oh, my God! So close! Vortex coming in. Down goes Kildrith. First strike on the Assault. Dive Bomb coming in shortly, and down goes Support. You see Medic is now all alone. Medic's all alone. Dropship's in. This is actually perfectly timed. So the only person that's going to get on the dropship is the Trapper. So it's literally going to be him versus the Trapper, which is going to be easy kills for him. Bugsy's looking and getting picked off. Just the down goes Bugsy, which means he's going to get his armor. He's going to engage on this Trapper, and this Trapper's in for a big amount of pain. So what he did there is he waited until the dropship was dropping before he finished his kills. Perfect play.
Really smart play, and oh, Wardoom.
Wardoom actually got the dome dodge off, but it will go down in about 4 seconds because he is outside the dome. He's doing it to gain distance right now. So, it's supposed to be going down. There it is.
Gonna follow, or does he turn around and go for the relay?
No, he goes after him. Wardoom can't do anything at this point. He's got him in a corner. Oh, no, he looks like he's going for the relay.
Gotta get that relay.
He's probably a little upset at him for doing the dome dodge. Dome dodge used to be considered an exploit, but it has since been patched so that if the Trapper is actually outside the dome, that it only stays up for a period, I think it's like 4 to 10 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Wardoom actually ended up killing himself by leaving territory. So, monster wins.
PM, perhaps?
a little bit of recognizing the fact that he wasn't in position to do anything about it to stop it. So
Yeah.
So
But
finally,
GG.
a victory for the monsters, and that may be the death knell for Epex.
that was what could be the deciding factor in this is that if Ninja Penguins wins on the hunter side, it puts Ninja Penguins wins on the hunter side, it puts a lot of pressure on Shenanigans to win this match.
Definitely.
Because that'll determine who gets the money for this week. We'll have to see what happens. We'll go for this, and we'll be back in just a moment, guys. See you guys shortly.